Hey guys, so I'm gonna redo this video. So I did get asked to do this video. I was going to do this video literally a while ago. I recorded it. I'm pretty sure I've edited it, but I'm not happy with it. So I thought I'd redo it, mainly because I thought of a few extra things to say. So this video is basically what I've been asked about, what I think about Nintendo at the moment. So in regards to, there are a lot of ports on their system at the moment. So by that I mean there are a lot of games from other systems. So obviously they've got their online support. So they're online, if you buy their online subscription, you actually get their you get unlimited access while you've got their online subscription to like NES and SNES games and stuff like that, basically classic games, and they are pretty good. Some of them really suck. Some of them are like the original Zelda, which I would recommend you play if you haven't played already. But if you haven't played it, do yourself a favour and literally go online and perhaps grab a guide, because you're going to need it, because there is no friggin' instructions and some old creepy guy that lives in a cave. Other than that, I haven't got a major issue with ports. So as I was saying, ports are stuff for other systems. They've also got stuff like mobile games coming over to the Switch, and they've done nothing to it. So I have an issue with ports when personally they've done nothing to it. So they've just grabbed a mobile game, shoved it on the Switch. It's free on the mobile game, but because it's on the Switch now, they're going to charge you $2.99 for it. That's when I've got a problem with with ports personally. The other issue I have is I'm personally not into mobile games. I mean, I play a handful. Forget I record on my phone. So I play a handful of games, but nothing major. I don't really like mobile games as much. I like a more in-depth game, and I know there are in-depth games on the mobile, so there are like Fire Emblem and a lot of other ones like that. I play a little bit of Pokemon Go, but my battery also then runs out and I get really pissed off that my batteries run out. I know I could go out and spend like loads of money on like a frigging charging dock or like a little charger, but I just don't see the point. So that's me at the moment with that. My view might change. As I said, mobile games itself don't bother me on the Switch. I think they are good in a sense. There are games on the Switch now that are very cheap. And what I mean by this is, like, my friend's son is getting a Switch for Christmas, and I know that if I get him a voucher, he's also probably going to be able to download, we'll say, like, if I gave him a £10 voucher, he could download potentially 10 or more games. There are some games for like 50p, and you get points for every game you buy, so it could help quite a bit. I will say personally, I said I have been caught out with this, which does annoy me. So what I mean by this is, so I wanted to download a bit of Mahjong on the Switch. I just really like that game. If you've never played it, it's kind of like a Japanese version of solitaire. You have to, in a sense, you have to match the tiles up to release the top tiles, so then they release the bottom tiles and so on until you get rid of all the tiles. So it's kind of like a clearing game. I find it quite relaxing. I fancied that. So I downloaded the Mahjong Huntress because it was cheap. I'm not going to lie, I was being cheap, so I was like, it's about £2 something, not a lot. I'm going to go for that, because there are some games that I'm like, I don't want to pay 20 quid for, or, you know. So, yeah, this one here, as you can see, I would not recommend it personally. It is shite. It literally was just like a mobile game that had been pulled off of the mobile and shoved on the Switch. And then I'm just like, so I played like 20 minutes of it, and I really tried to give it a go, because I was like, I've bought this, I really want to try and like it. And it just was crap. It was your typical mobile game of suddenly you've done something, so now you get this extra added power that does this and it will smash the tiles. And I was like, just want normal Mahjong. I just want to play it and enjoy it and just be stress free. So I then downloaded this one, which is 1001 Ultimate Mahjong, which is this one here. And personally, I really like that one. It's just your classic, and it's very, yeah, I enjoy it. So I've already like completed quite a few of the tiles. I can sit there and play that all day and just lose time and enjoy it, but I don't want to play that one too much right now. So I want to have it so for a little while, because I could just complete that so quick. There is levels in it, but it's very, very good and I enjoy it. The other thing which I didn't talk about last time, which I wanted to talk about this time, which I find, I don't know if it's, personally I don't mind. It is kind of a good thing, it's kind of a bad thing, and it's kind of a weird thing. So Nintendo recently have been dropping bugger loads of collectibles. So when I say this, I mean like they're collectible games. So currently I don't know offhand how many collectible ones I've got, and I could go on this right now. So I have Asterix and Obelix XXL2. I have that in limited edition. I have a Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and my partner has Let's Go Eevee in technically limited edition with the Pokeball. I have Taco no Tatsumi Drum and Fun in limited edition with the drum set. And let's keep going, shall we? I have Harvest Moonlight of Hope in limited edition, Zelda Breath of the Wild in limited edition, Flashbook in a limited edition, Anox Verge in limited edition, Octopath Traveler in limited edition, Discare, which is the first one remade on the Switch, in limited edition, Bayonetta 1 and 2 in limited edition. I have Sentry, Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. So yeah, they've really been dropping quite a few of the limited editions. I have Mario and Rabbids limited edition, and I'm, on one hand, I'm like, this is awesome as a gamer, because I love collecting like the silly things. So if you want to see some of my unboxings of these limited editions, I'll leave a link at the end of the video. But so I love it when you open like the Discare box and there's a granny in, oh, granny, I'm thinking of, if anyone knows what that's from, like hands up to you. That's Gaia Online. Yes, I still have my Gaia Online account. I love Gaia. Every now and again I get really bored and I'm like at work and I'm just like, I'm gonna drop 2 hours on Gaia Online and just sit on the forums and chat shit. No, Primmy I meant to say. So there's like a Primmy plushie that's like super cute and super soft and I freaking love it. You get like art books and flash books and like if I just like statues. So I have now got Mario Rabbids statues. I have 3 of them. I have Peach, Luigi and Mario, and I just need Yoshi, and I would love that one. He's like the hardest freaking one to find though, which is a pain in the bum. He has been from like day one. But yeah, so I don't know, it's a bad thing on another hand, because there is so many collectibles. No one person, unless you've got a lot of money, like, which like I personally haven't, so I pick and choose. I go like, I want that one over that one. So like I nearly cancelled my pre-order for Discare because I was just like, money at the time, I was like, can I afford this? I didn't, luckily, because it sold out and it's ridiculously expensive. Excuse me, hiccup. But yeah, so no one person can have it, and then what happens is like scalpers go and like grab what ones they can, and then they go on frigging eBay or Amazon for like stupid prices, and then there's some idiot that goes, I'm gonna pay £200 for a 30 quid game, and you're just like, and then it just scales from there. And then what happens is like the most obscure game that no bugger's ever played ends up being like the most expensive game going, like not saying any certain games, but you know what I mean. And you're just like, no bugger played that because it was shit. Why would I pay that price for it? Because it's rare now. And like as a collector, like as you can see there, I've done this kind of netted curtain thing because I am at the front of the house. Normally my videos are recorded the other way around, but I need to charge my phone, so it's plugged in while I'm recording, and my window is there. So what I do, I've done that so that I can basically undo that little, I'm trying to do this, that little bit there, the heart, I can undo it and it goes over, so you can't see some of my collection. The rest of my collection is like a frigging, you've seen like where they like throw money on the bed and they'll like lay on the bed and shit. Well, my shit is underneath the bed because it's all fucking video games. But yeah, so like over here you can see like that's just DVDs and like other bits, but then I've got like games in this one. I've got games in this one. I've got in Disney Infinity, and you do kind of get to the point where you go, you know, something's got to give. I can't collect every game that I want. I said I have collected them, and then the other aspect is storing them. Like the Harvest Moon freaking collectible is a goddamn barn that is massive and bloody awkward to store, and you kind of open it and it's got like a freaking bag, a game, pins and a cup, and you go, you could have put this in such a little a package, like a, okay, like maybe that thing, the same kind of barn, because the barn is awesome and cute, but not such a big, you know, like it's storing them. And sometimes it's like I collect the guidebooks. I love a guidebook. That is like just one thing. I will go to Boots House and I will buy guidebooks off of people because I love them. But it's like undoing them, because I use all my stuff as well, but undoing them and then getting odd bits of paper that you go, where the fuck do I put this, that it doesn't get broken, lost, etc. You know, that's like, it's frustrating because as the collector side of me loves it, because I'm like, I love collecting all the bits and being like really interested and being like, oh, this is so pretty and I love it and I'm gonna keep it forever. And then there's the other side of me that goes, why are you doing so many? This is just so weird. Nintendo doesn't normally spit out this many collectibles. Normally in a game console's life there might be 20 to 25 games collectible wise, like not counting Pokemon, because Pokemon has its own bloody collection anyway. So for instance, on the 3DS, not DS, just 3DS, every 3DS Pokemon game had its own steelbox. So God, I can't think of all the games on there now, but say Sun and Moon, so that's 2 steelbox collections. Sun and Moon, whatever it was, Back to the Future basically, they had steel boxes. Every one of those has steel boxes. Then you kind of go, what do I do? You know, then you've got the collectible games that are literally just, I've actually have got them, which is like terrible, but the ones where they basically just did the 3DS games of the like platinum, gold and silver in just those little boxes that look like Game Boy boxes in the cardboard, but all it was a friggin' download code for the game. And you just go, but now I'm like, where do I store them? Because I don't want the boxes to get ruined. You know, Nintendo didn't really do that many collectibles. Even like if you look back at the Game Boy Color, I have hundreds of Game Boy Color games and Game Boy games under my bed, and I love them, especially because I've got quite a few in the box, but barely any of them were limited edition. They all were bog standard. I've got one that's got like a limited edition cable attached to the top of it, which is bust to move, but quite a lot of them were standard, because back then it wasn't so limited edition happy. I don't know if Nintendo's just trying to be like, this thing sells, so I'm gonna sell you shit because you're gonna buy it. But what do you guys think of Nintendo at the moment? Like, are they like pissing you off? Like, there's certain things, like I love the fact they've done a Smash Brothers limited edition set, which is basically the game, a steel box, I believe possibly something to do with art, but maybe not, the Game Boy control, the GameCube controller and the GameCube controller adapter, which I think is cute. But then I also look at it and go, the GameCube adapter is blatantly just they've remade, or they've had a stash in the warehouse of the Wii U ones. It is exactly the same. It is the same little box with a USB that attaches. It's the same thing, and everybody's clamoring for it. which again, this limited edition was, you could go back, you could pre-order this still a little while ago. They were boasting on their website pre-order up until I think it was yesterday, that 12 noon, and you'd still get it by tomorrow. Like, I'm waiting for mine to turn up. I can't wait for it to turn up. So hopefully, I am in all day tomorrow, so I'm going nowhere, just because. The amiibos come out tomorrow as well, so that is Wolf from Star Fox, and I can't remember the other one. I know it's from Metroid, and I've never really played Metroid. I have pre-ordered it because it looks awesome. It's like the dragon creature thing. As I said, I've never played Metroid. I could have, I guess, got Metroid on the Game Boy when I was a kid, but personally I wasn't into that kind of game back then. The first kind of more strategy based game that I played that wasn't like Pokemon or like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I literally love those games. I have both of them and they're fucking awesome. Honestly, I literally have them under my bed. I was like, there's a handful of games that I wanted and I was just like, that is two of them. But let me know what you think. Like, are you guys getting pissed off, or are you happy with the amount of ports on the console? Are you like getting pissed off again, or are you happy with the amount of limited editions Nintendo just like shelling out at the moment just to get back a bit of dough? Because let's be honest, I know it's official merch, but you do look at it and go, it's a fucking tote bag that you've paid 20 extra quid for with Harvest Moon characters on it. I mean, I'm pretty good at drawing. I could have drawn them on my fucking self. But yeah, like, let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I have got a couple of videos coming up. So I've got one video which will explain why sometimes it takes so long for me to personally put a video out. It will kind of just a bit more explain a little bit about me and things and stuff like that, so that will help. I've got another video coming up very shortly, hopefully tomorrow, which will be Asterix and Obelix XXL2, and this will be an unboxing because everybody's talking about Smash Bros, and this game, I literally just played some of this game earlier and it's awesome. It's literally like, I think it's just like a recolor of the old game, but it's basically like Ratchet and Clank, and it's blooming awesome and I love it. And then I am planning on doing a special video for another game, which is Battle Chef Brigade. If you've never played it, I really highly suggest that you download it and give it a chance. Genuinely, it's about 10 quid last time I looked, but yeah, it is so good and I would highly recommend it. It doesn't get enough talk because there are so many ports and other games on the console right now. This game is so good. It's a quick rundown, is that it's a fighting game where you have to go out and fight to get your ingredients, to then come back and be quick enough to cook your ingredients, to then basically get marked almost like Master Chef, and it is so good and I love it and I've put so many hours into it. I haven't managed to complete it yet, unfortunately, due to situations and stuff that happened, but I would recommend it so much. But yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. So